This is Jay with Sugar Hill Sway. Dig this low flying intro, man. Watch this. It looks like he's gonna come right in here to the gym. Trying to see where he's coming from now. Yeah, for some reason I wasn't paying attention. I had my earbuds in and I didn't hear that crop duster until the last pass, I guess. And it's because it was so close. I have been sitting at some double doors or some roll-up doors down there, and that joker looked like he's fixing to come in the gin on me. He is flying low and pulling up hard. Those crop dusters, you see them off in the distance and you see how they work, but you never really can appreciate how low to the ground that they get unless you're right there on them. And this cat was right there on it. That gin is surrounded by cotton, peanuts, soybeans, whatever, you know. He wasn't spraying the cotton. It was either the peanuts or the soybeans, probably the soybeans. I don't know, there might have been cotton there. I can't remember. Anyway, that joker was laying it low. And when he pulls up right on the side of that gin, I believe if I was standing out there about 30 feet, I could probably slap his hand. That's how low that joker gets. But I wish I'd have caught him earlier, because that wasn't the only pass that he made that was close. Matter of fact, that's what got my attention, is the fact that he was so low and I could hear it come through my earphones, you know. But that joker was flying low. That's pretty cool. All right. Do you see this right here? To the person that stayed in this hotel room before me, you have no soul. None. Zero. Zip. No soul. You're one soulless person. Now, on the subject of that tub plunger, mine at home, whenever I shut the water off, it automatically falls. I mean, and most of the ones that in hotel rooms and stuff that I stay in, they work the same way. Whenever you shut the water off, it falls. This one doesn't. I mean, and I'm sure it's by design, because I've tried it, you know. It doesn't seem like it's stuck. I don't have to beat on or anything. I just push it with my finger and it falls down. And the last person that stayed in that hotel room, I know they know it. When I turned that water on the other day, thinking that water was going to come out in the tub, and that water that come out of the shower head is straight from the Arctic. Freeze you to death. It was almost like an electric shock whenever you're trying to do anything to get out of the way of it, and you're in a tub and no clothes and everything's slick, and here you are moving around trying to get out of the way of that cold water. And all, it didn't even occur to me to go down there and just cut the water off. Oh no, I had to reach up there for the head to point it away from me. And that cold water come running down on me. It's just, woo, it was tough. It was tough. So So the person that left it up there, I hope you're happy. If I'd known that you was coming back that same room, I'd have returned the favor. Man, it's cold. All right, y'all. We're back over here again. Pretty much what we do every Saturday or Sunday afternoon. It come a gully washer this afternoon. I bet it rained an inch. So she's been chomping at the bit to get over here. Every time I open the door, she runs to the truck, wanting to get in the back of the truck so we can come over here. It wasn't really stormy. It just had a lot of heavy rain. So we'll come over here and see. Check the cameras and let her run around a little bit. See what we do, see what we got. Alright, we're back down here at the creek. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was. It rained and it rained hard and heavy, but it didn't rain all at one time. I mean, it rained for about an hour, just a steady rain, which is good. I mean, I'm not complaining about the rain, but yeah, right here's, I had the I had them 20-ounce soda pop bottles. Well, the dogs have gotten to where they know that they can grab the bottom of that bottle and snatch it off, that the cap ain't as good on it. I'm finna put an end to that. I got some more bottles. The cap ain't as good. I mean, it's the cap's not, you know, any stronger, but the bottle is bigger around, so the dog can't get his mouth around it. This is gonna be a lot harder for the dog to get the mouth around it. Plus, I'm gonna start using Gatorade bottles, so I know that those are big mouth. So, yeah. All right, still got some corn there. It looks like they worked on the little block. I'm gonna put it again back down here too. Put a block here and put another block somewhere else. Well, no, I probably won't. I probably won't put the block here. I'll probably put the block a couple other places. But, I'll show you about the what the dogs are doing in just a second. Let me change this stuff out. As you can see, I didn't put the little 20-ounce Dr. Pepper bottles or those little small 20-ounce, 16-ounce drink bottles up. I put these kind of bottles up. Now, these had peanuts in them. Of course, that's a Gatorade bottle right there. The base, what they're doing is they're coming up in and grabbing it like this, and they're pulling it out and snatching it off through the lid. Now, I've got it triple and double and triple knotted in there several places with silicone. Of course, that silicone not gonna stop it, but that's what they do. They'll grab it and they'll pull it off like this. Well, I got these bottles, especially the Gatorade bottle, and this bottle too. See, it has a wider mouth on it. They don't mess with those too much because they can't get the whole mouth around it. I don't mind the dogs coming over here eating. I don't even mind them coming over here and shaking that stuff around trying to get the corn or peanuts or dried cat food. They can get any of that stuff they want and eat it, but they come over here and they're so destructive about it, and they tear up the bottles. Who knows where those bottles are? I don't have any idea. And they come over here and they run any kind of natural wildlife that normally is around here. They run it off. But I checked the video camera over there, and I got some videos on it, so we'll see what we got here. I guarantee you I got the culprits on it. So we'll see. Well, that shot that theory out the window. Here's one of them peanut bottles. They ripped it off. I guess they got the big old mouth around that. I'm gonna have to go to all Gatorade bottles, I guess. I'm gonna put out everything I'm gonna put out today, and then next week when I come over here, I'm gonna be putting out nothing but Gatorade bottles. I like to see the big old mouth get over that, snatch it off. They're just destructive. I mean, look how much corn I got in there. I ain't changed that corn in 3 weeks. That corn right there, they the animals that normally come in here to eat the corn aren't coming in here because the dogs are coming in here peeing all over the place and doing all this. Like I said, I don't mind them eating. They're just so destructive and don't let anything else come through here. I don't know. There's times whenever I'm with that dog and we're out by ourselves, just out of sight, camera side or something like that. There's times when it's just me and her. I talk to her just like a person. Like she's a person, not me. She'll take off somewhere and I say, come on back, Prissy. She'll turn around and come on back. I'll hang a camera or something, put some bait bottles up or something, and I'll ask her, I say, what do you think about that? She's a mess. She's a lot of company, though. At this place, I got the corn. I got the bottles of peanuts out. I take the tape off of them, of course. But my theory about them not being able to get their mouth around the peanut bottles was shot to crap, because they snatched one of them off, snatched the bottle off, and one I already had over here before. So I guess I'm gonna be drinking a lot of Gatorade this week, because those bottles are big around the bottom. So we'll see. Like I said, I don't know. They hit me hard this weekend. They hit me here. They hit me at all of them that I had hanging bottles at, except the one spot down there by the creek. I don't think they are by the gully. I don't think they found that place yet. But I put the little molasses bar out right there with some corn and oats mixed in with it. And I was trying to get it out and I cracked the bottom of it, so it ain't no good anymore anyway. So I just cut me a hole in that and several little drain holes in case it rains, which I'm sure it will. But I got peanuts in those, so if they eat all the peanuts all at one sitting, they're gonna be in for a world of hurt. They're gonna have some gastrointestinal issues, I believe. It wouldn't me anyway. And as for the bottles they snatched off, I hope they choke on them, the smelly buggers. Okay, let's start off this week's video. We got some special action for you this weekend. We got let's start off with two troublemaker dogs. These are the dogs that have been ripping the darn bottles off the string. This is why I might have to go to a bigger bottle. See what he's doing? He gets his old mouth around it and just yanks it off. See how he's doing it? And see, it stopped recording and started back up after he had gotten it. Snatched it off. That's the reason I'm gonna have to go to Gatorade bottles. I thought peanut bottles that had peanuts in them. Of course, we got some hunters coming through here. Might be big enough not for them to get their mouth around, but I was proven wrong. They snatched a bunch of them off. Now these hunters are the ones that lease the hunting rights from us on that land that we got, and you'll see what they're hunting here in just a minute. All right, look to the upper right. See the eyes? Hogs. We got the hogs. These are the first hogs I've ever caught on camera. I've seen signs of them all down through here. I've seen signs of these hogs. I've seen the tracks, and they have too. That's why they've been over there hunting them. But the hogs are, looks like a lot of boar hogs. I ain't never seen so many boar hogs all together. See him poke his head out the right side there. Now you talking about tearing some stuff up. Them old wild hogs like that will tear some stuff up. Let me tell you what. Luckily there's no farmland over there where we got. We lease it out just to hunters to hunt on. And the guy that rents the land from us, he does a really good job of keeping everything up and keeping everything. He's a good steward of the land. So they was hunting one night. A couple of nights later, the hogs show up, and then a couple of nights later, they go back to hunting again. So they hit all around them, and they know that they were down there and everything, but they just missed them. They go to working on this corn a little bit, you know, and hogs are really a pest. They're really a nuisance, as bad as I hate to admit it. And these are wild hogs. When you try to eat them, they taste like you poured a gallon of oil over anything you try to eat off of them. So they're not really that good to eat. I mean, you can eat them, and people do eat them and like it, but I've never tasted any wild hog that I liked. I don't know, just real kind of greasy and oily. But the one good thing is you don't see no piglets. I don't see no babies around. So, like I said, a lot of these that are here are boar hogs. I didn't, and they're right size. I'm guessing maybe 150 pounds, maybe. I may be off some there, but I'm guessing right around 150 pounds. Of course, you can't really see their teeth very well if they got teeth. I can't really see the cutters very well. I don't know what spooked him. But this is right down there at the creek. This is one of the new locations that I put a camera up, and this is right down there. So see, he's working on that. He knows there's corn in that jug, and he's trying to get it out. And I tell you, if I'd have just took that corn and just poured it out on the ground, they'd eat it and the ground up. Of course, there's those two brown dogs. I know whose dogs those are. They just wander around a little bit. They're not really destructive. They just like to stir around a little bit. Those other two dogs, these dogs, see what he did? He snatched that bottle clean off that rope, and I had it double knotted and siliconed and everything. So that's why I'm gonna have to go to a bigger bottle. Not necessarily, well, it is bigger than that 20-ounce bottle, but it's y'all know what them Gatorade bottles. Y'all know how big they are at the base. I'm talking about the bigger ones now, not the small 20 ounces. The small whatever they are. I imagine they're 20 ounces. But anyway. Yeah, see, here's the hunters back. They got the dogs loaded up on them. Now, them dogs, I'm sure a lot of y'all probably already know this, what I'm talking about. But if you don't, what it is they got them dogs, they got a GPS collar on them. And whoever owns those dogs and owns those collars has a little device on with him, so he can keep up with where the dogs are at. Now the dogs, they smell it. They know where them hogs are, and that's basically all those good dogs are good for, is tracking hogs. Other than being pets, I'm sure they're good pets. But see the big old thick collar around the neck. But anyway, what they do is they use them to track them hogs, and they'll find them one, and they'll run him down, and they'll get him all hemmed up and bound up, and if it's little, they'll go ahead and, of course, you see that one, you can see what he's doing right now. If it's a little one, they'll go ahead and kill it. But if it's a big one, it'll take all of them just to kind of keep him in place, and the fella that's actually doing the hunting or owns the tracking device will have to go in and put a knife in him to kill the hog. Hogs don't move much during the day like a lot of other animals. They move mostly at night. But those dogs right there are looking for the scent, and it's right down there at the creek. It's hard for them to pick up a scent right down there at the creek because that creek will wash the scent off of them. But you can tell they all come right there where I got my feeders at, and they know they can smell the hogs there, and they're on the right track. They're just a couple days late or a couple nights late in getting over there. And they're, like I said, they're on the right track because that's where the hogs were coming out of the woods at, was right there where that guy was standing. And I know they've seen tracks down there. As muddy as it is, they leave a lot of good tracks down there. But anyway, those dogs, they're a good group of dogs. You got there's some dogs that are very good. They call them hog dogs. I know a black-mouthed cur is a good hog dog. They'll chase them down, chase them hogs down. If they ever get on that scent and track that dog down, they'll all fall on him, and that's how you can tell, if they got a hog bound up, is if you look and see all your dogs are in one particular place, they got a hog. Of course, you got that dog right there. She sees a dog or sees a hog, she's going the other way, which is fine. She don't need to be number. She's good. She would have been a good cattle dog, but all right, that's gonna do it for this evening for the trail cams. Okay, that's all we got for this week. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that little bell down at the bottom, and turn on notifications. That way, every time we post a new video, you'll know when we do. We'll have a Wednesday night repost tomorrow night, and haven't shot this week's shop time video yet, so I'm not really sure what it'll be like. Maybe on how to drive a truck, for all I know. But we'll have a Thursday night shop time come up, so we hope y'all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We'll see if we can't get some more hogs on there. That's all I got.